What's up, guys? This is Crypto Made Clear talking to you today about how to do your research for cryptos. Fundamentally, guys, this is a question I always get asked on a consistent basis. How do you find 100x coins? How do you find 50x coins? So I'm just going to go through some real basic starting points. If you're crypto beginners, this is where you should start. Before I get into that, I update the spreadsheet. These are the first 26 coins I spoke about on my other channel, Crypto with James. Had you invested $100 into each of these when I released videos about them, you were still holding those cryptos, you'd be in profit for over 21 grand. If you want to see the coins I hold, come check out Copy My Crypto. It's where I share every coin I buy, every coin I sell. Key thing right now, guys, and the reason that I'm doing this video is because research is key. We're about to hit a bear cycle. Everything's on discount. You read any investment book in history, and the key statement that almost everyone's heard is buy low, sell high. But you can't buy low for shit. You've got to buy low for quality projects. So I'm going to go through how you research in this video. But if you don't have the time, you don't have the energy or the manpower or whatever it takes for you to do that, you can come see what I'm saying right now on Copy My Crypto, because I'm talking about the cryptos that I'm looking at for the bear cycle, the cryptos that I'm going to be investing in. And when I pull the trigger on those investments, I'll be letting everyone know. So if you want to get ahead of the curve and do that, then click the link in the description and check it out, guys. Right, look, market's tanking. Market is tanking. 10% down today. This is going to continue cutting through the market. There's solid resistance at around 29k, so we should see a little bit of a bounce. But make no mistake about it, this market is on a decline. We're heading towards a global recession. I've said this before on my other channel. I'll continue to say this because I firmly believe it. Everything I'm seeing screams that it's true. The Dow Jones Industrial Average peaked out on the 4th of January. Usually it takes 6 months after the peak for a recession to hit. Also, we've seen stocks massively inflated. Most stocks went up over the past 2 years, whilst the underlying value of those companies declined. They weren't producing goods. We've always been heading towards a recession, and now it's coming. But that's the opportunity. The people that were, everyone that was in the stock market in 2008 that left the stock market lost money. But if they'd have stuck out, if they'd have doubled down on their investment, it literally took 18 months for them to be in a better financial position. In fact, stocks hit new all-time highs. Bear cycles are the gem in terms of investing, because it's how you make significant returns on investment. But you've got to find a starting point. And if you're new to crypto, finding a starting point might be a pain in the neck. So here's the starting point. Look for a history of success. Coin Paprika is very, very good as a website. It has something called all-time highs, where it shows you the all-time high price of any given coin. And you can actually order it by percent to the all-time high. Now, one thing I will point out, for the last week, Coin Paprika has been glitching like mad, which is not ideal, but it has the data that we need. And this is just maths, ladies and gentlemen. So we can just do the maths to figure out the percentage to all-time highs, because clearly the site is having a glitch. So as an example, we can pick out any of these. So let me click the calculator on. We'll pick out, I don't know, IOTA, right? IOTA's all-time high is $5.69. Its current price is 40 cents. So we have $5.69 divided by 40 cents. And what we see is a 14x to its previous all-time high. Now, there are a few things I want to speak on here. History of success is key, but recent history of success is more important. Zcash is a crypto that had its all-time high 2,000 days ago. It's never going to hit that high again, right? It's never going to reach that. It hit that all-time high when it launched and then capitulated. It's still a top 100 coin, but it's never going to achieve those highs. It just isn't. So you're looking for a recent history of success, and whether that should be within the last, realistically, 18 months at max, because that's when we've had a bull cycle. So from that, you can at least go, right, we've had a bull cycle in the last 18 months. Realistically, it's a year, but we'll go 18 months just to broaden the horizon. So in the last 18 months, most coins should have had an all-time high. That's recent history. And then from there, you can look and you can start going, okay, days from all-time high. So Flow. Flow is a crypto that had an all-time high 386 days ago, roughly a year, right? So again, $43 was its, or $43.86 was its all-time high. Its current price point is $3.59. That's it. So it's a 12.2 times gain from where it is now to its all-time high. And that's your starting point, a history of success. The next steps are figuring out, is there value in this coin? Is there value? So how do you do that? You just click on and start investigating. So you build your list, and I genuinely mean, whether it's like, I'm a nerd, I like a spreadsheet, so I build my list on spreadsheets, right? If you're a paper and pen guy or a paper and pen woman, use a paper and pen, but start sorting out a list. And even if you order it based on where it is now to its previous all-time high, so you've at least got, right, this many times gains to its all-time high, and then you can start investigating. So Flow is one I'll pick out, right? Click on the site. You can have a quick read through. Flow is a fast, decentralized, and developer-friendly blockchain designed as the foundation for a new generation of entertainment apps, games, and digital assets. So gaming is something I'm bullish on. I'm actually not a gamer at all. I play games, but I'm not looking for the next big game in terms of what I play. I just play stuff. Wife hates it. She's like, stop playing the games. But Flow is, this is what it is, built for apps, games, digital assets. Okay. Now, after you've found your coins that have had recent all-time highs, then you're looking at things like team, right? Who are the team behind this? That's a little trickier with crypto because we have anonymous teams now that we never used to have 4 years ago, 5 years ago. So if they've got a team, what have they achieved? What's their history of success? What have they done? You're backing individuals. Fundamentally, when you do an investment, you're backing the people behind that investment. So with Flow, we can have a little look through. We can see, about them. We can get an overview of them. Now, we don't actually have an overview of the team, it doesn't seem. So then, fine, don't have a team to hand right now. I'm sure there's probably a team somewhere. Flow's a very big crypto. But even if it doesn't, right? Then your next step, token economics. What's the token model? Is it going to consistently inflate? Is it going to deflate? How many tokens are there going to be in 2 years, in 3 years, when there's a next bull cycle, 2 years, let's say? Can it hit that all-time high? What would its market cap be if it hit that all-time high based on the new token mod or the new circulating supply? Are they developing? That's the biggest thing. There's fundamentally, and these are all little points, but the three biggest things that it boils down to me are history of success, because at least it gives you a starting point if you're new, right? Team and history of success. Are they building? In fact, I'll put 4 in. Are they building, and do they have solid partners? Are there partners, other cryptos that you go, shit, this is good? Because if they are, then other quality projects are seeing value in this as well. As well as, who are their initial backers? Who were the VCs that got in? Who were the initial investors? Because these VCs, you cannot disregard. VCs have a history of success. That's why they're VCs. VCs don't lose money as a general rule of thumb. Some do, and some are shit, but most don't. But that's what you're looking for. Now, beyond that, you can start diving into the tech. Tech is different for everyone. Some people have a steeper learning curve than others. If you want to dive into the tech, and I recommend people do, I did, then you can go into the white papers, you can go into the documentation, and you can start learning about it. How does this crypto, as an example, Flow, distinguish itself from others? That's what you got to figure out. Are these blue chip cryptos? Are these cryptos that could be blue chip cryptos? And look, one thing I'll say, guys, we're in a market that's bigger than ever. Cryptos, there's 19,000 right now. I don't know every crypto. I know a hell of a lot of them, but I don't know 19,000. I can guarantee that. But I've spent time looking at every single one of the, or as many coins as I possibly can, and I know the background of them and I know the history of them, and I feel comfortable saying what I think they can achieve based on not only their history, but the team, the tech, their background. And I can do that for after 5 or 10 minutes of reading about them. I'm not going to get it right every time, but because I've spent time just figuring out this space, I feel far more comfortable. And that's why I could pick out a crypto like Phantom as a great investment, because I could see that it already had a leg up on all competition. And even now, this market has tanked dramatically and will continue to do so. But Phantom is still up 124 times from when I found it, and did a Udemy course talking about it specifically as one of the best investments around. So if you're going to start diving into this space, have a strategy. A history of success is a solid foundation for doing any research. Because if a crypto has had no history of success, it is a gamble and not an investment. There's your starting point, and then dive into it. And like I said, you're looking at team. You're looking at if they continue building the partnerships that they have, and if they're continuing to build. You're looking at the tech as well, the token economics. These things are vital. And like I said, guys, this is just a starting point. There's so much more to research with this space, but you learn it. Another thing I actually omitted to mention is the social platforms. Telegram, Discord, Twitter. You know, I think Twitter's a haven of arseholes, in all honesty. But you do find out information about cryptos as they're coming out. They announce stuff on Twitter and they announce stuff on Telegram, generally. But you can start speaking to the teams directly. You can find out what their intentions are, how they're going to move forward, how are they building. And a lot of teams are quite open to presenting that information. They tend to be wanting to save big announcements, understandably. You know, you make a big announcement because you want it to be a big announcement. But these are the ways that you can start figuring stuff out. And right now, everything's down. Everything is going to continue to drop. I still think Bitcoin drops to 24 grand. I think if 24, 25 grand doesn't hold as a line of support, I think Bitcoin retests 20 grand. A lot of people will disagree with me on that. Most people are going, oh no, 26, 28, 29 will be the bottom. I think 20 grand. I do. I think 24 grand, but if that doesn't hold, I think 20 grand is the bottom. And if that happens, Bitcoin's dropped 33% from where it is right now. So the altcoins are going to drop another 50, 60%. Huge opportunities. So yeah, so think it through. Make sure you're researching well. And that's it from me. I hope this was helpful. Subscribe, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you know when new content is coming out. And guys, if you don't have time to research, then you can come check out Copy My Crypto, where I'm sharing the coins that I'm getting in during this bear cycle. Coins that I believe can do 20 times gains of 40 or 100. And if they can do those gains, obviously we're all happy. But they're the coins that they're the investments I'm going to be making when I think those trigger points have been hit for price, and I'm still bullish on those investments. I'll be sharing them with everyone. So if you want to get ahead of the curve, if you want to be ahead of the game, click the link in the description and check it out. All right, take it easy, guys. Bye-bye.